players that we got a chance to watch grow up in Overwatch. You and I were both casting European contenders before heading up to that professional level, where a lot of these players have also found themselves. To kind of see a throwback to some of the best European contenders, players, and teams is so exciting.
There's great friendships on the line. So many old teammates now trying to break into the Big Four. Can these two make it into the conversation with USA, South Korea, KSA, and Team from China? We begin on Control Center. And look how quickly Great Britain approached with that Orisa.
Wait, you know what I just realized?
What's up?
Usually he's been playing a lot of Winston lately, but this is obviously way better for this. He's very lost over control. He's surrounded there by Finland. You see that Great Britain took the initiative. Trying to still get organized. Shikaru couldn't find emongg fast enough. And that's
this is interesting because Finland's going to be running that Sigma comp, and Great Britain's obviously running that Orisa comp, although we saw Shikaru play Sigma on Circuit Royale and had some amazing Sigma plays. So it's interesting to see them going with the Orisa comp, not because it's not a good comp, it's just I've seen some good Sigma play. Your mic's quiet?
The Sigma past that shield. That's why we're going to see Great Britain just find their way onto point where Finland is trying to position themselves with their cooldowns to get back into this fight.
Wait, which way is the game?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Kai.
Wait, my game's turned all the way down.
Charging up Jakar first of all.
Is it?
Again for Great Britain.
How
We'll see how long they can defend
what?
this point.
How loud am I to you?
Not that loud.
As he have Matrix, looks like they're able to still hold on to that lane. And Finland push Great Britain
better.
back.
It's going to be such a jockey for the point right now. You see that Finland is able to take back that space.
That's your fault, then.
Watch where this Orisa is going to end up going because it's Jakaru's job right now.
I don't know.
Move the mic closer.
Great Britain push forward.
Maybe it's that.
Yeah, well, if the mic's closer, then it's going to be.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's the best I can do.
Yeah, no, it sounds much better now. This is the part where they're like, oh, it's too loud. Also,
you got DMCA'd, by the way? Wait, how did I get DMCA'd?
oh, do they play the song?
The Little Seraphim song?
Oh, yeah, we're alright.
Oh, apparently we got whitelisted on Twitch at least, so it should be fine. We had a conversation earlier with some people, and they're like, yeah, it should be okay. And if you do anything on YouTube, then we're going to have to manually clear it, but like you'll be okay. Like
we should be good.
We're not going to like, you know, take away your livelihood, which is kind of great because, you know.
So this is definitely interesting because Finland is... Great Britain's going to go for a quick window, right? Yeah, as I say that. But then you have the Mei flank with the ult if they want to do it after. Oh, just that.
Two-tap.
Holy. Finland's like been playing really well.
Cloud's been insane.
Oh, 100%. Like, really good.
Oh my Jesus, where the fuck did that come
there's just
from?
not enough sustain without that Batiste available. And now that they've used that amplification matrix, there is
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't
unless
bad.
they want to go in with something like Kai's
Might have
Overwatch
been
to
the
just
water.
push Finland back.
You know?
Water does that?
Well, I drank the whole thing. Remember I
Oh,
downed
yeah,
it?
okay, that's fair.
A little bit of residue, you know?
Shikaru is very low. Does he get enough attention? He needs the heals.
Bird.
And Kai has him in the DPS department. He's all by himself on the coast side. The grab looks from Vestola. Got Shikaru weak enough that the terror surge doesn't go off. They have Matrix from Finland and the Blizzcon.
Finland is playing well. I feel like with Finland's comp, though, and the way that Great Britain has their comp right now, this is the map where Finland will do well on no matter what, because it's Control Center, right? They're playing...
Yep.
So, the next two maps, though, I feel like are a little bit more open to that. I guess if they get... Here's the thing. If it goes Night Market, then it might still be an issue.
Yeah.
But if it goes to Garden, then I can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Finland's been playing great. Okay, it's Garden. So this is kind of interesting here.
Sauna on the Bastion puts a lot of pressure on that front line, meaning that Great Britain
Very interesting
can't necessarily get away with something like those dives onto the back line when you know that a Bastion is sitting there and waiting for you. So Great Britain may opt to want to just continue to run this Orisa and see if they can actually keep control of that point, because that's where things get really dicey for that Orisa, is trying to get the retake.
You're looking at two of the dark horses of this bracket. Finland, who took a map from South Korea. Great Britain, who haven't dropped a game at all. And today we'll decide who moves on to the semifinals. Round 2 with Finland on map point. And it's on the Bastion once again.
I kind of want to see Finland win this, I'm not going to lie. I'd love to see them rematch with South Korea, because I can't get the
I know.
Saudi Arabia rematch.
A lot of space control
Might as well
from
see a
Finland.
South Korea map rematch.
He's being marked very well by Finland.
Wow. I feel like Finland just, like, especially after that South Korea game, too, they just, like...
Wait, is Saudi play today?
I think everybody plays today.
Have they played yet?
No, that's the last match of the day.
Oh, okay.
Against who?
They get a chance to control of this point first, too. So now the onus is on Great Britain to have to make their way back into this one when Jakaru is just isolated. Emongg gets picked off, too, before Great Britain can make a recontest, and Finland right now are looking so strong. Great Britain,
Spain.
Want to try
Spain.
to take
Spain.
a re-engage in White Room.
Spain's pretty good, but
yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
Finland
Spain's
are
gonna win
just
that
set
one.
up for success right now, especially if we take a look at the Symmetra turrets on point 2.
And that's what Orisa is weak at, taking poke. Jakaru's trying to find angles around that Sigma shield of Vistola. You're seeing Jakaru is losing that fight, whether he takes the bridge or White Room.
That's why I'm surprised they're not running the Sigma comp.
But they can always
Because Jakaru did have a good Sigma on Circa Royale, but that is Circa Royale too, so it's like maybe they're just not as confident on this comp, on this map. But like so far, like the way Finland's playing this is just so good that like I just don't.
Not someone you can depend on this fight.
Oh, it's so rough right now,
like
too,
depending on
because
Kai
what
to get
Great
a
Britain
pick.
would really like to do is set Kai off on a flank or backbone to try
Well,
to get access to
one
the
thing's for
back
sure,
line.
though.
But Finland have covered all
Circa
of their
Royale will
bases,
happen if
whether it's
Great
going to be a
Britain doesn't win
symmetric
this match.
turret that's
Well, actually,
gonna
no, can they even
help
go
lock
Circa
down
Royale?
that
Well, no, it's
Genji,
gonna- yeah, it's
slow that
hybrid
mobility,
next.
or it's
Oh.
going to end up being Sana
World
just
War
being able
World
to make
War
these risky
I think it's
angles.
hybrid
So
after.
you can't even have Circa Royale unless it's like later on.
Yeah, the
I think
MH
third
is a
map.
main
Third
mode.
map's
No, third map is
Third map's escort.
push or new jumps in. That's what we saw earlier with the Canada match, right?
No, you actually might be right, actually.
I have no idea.
Might be right there.
Yeah, I'm vibing.
So well. Backbone at 1 HP is popping the blade. Bunny Astro believes, gives up the barrier.
Huge.
Dashes back towards his team without a kill. Great Britain gets slammed to the floor, and they're about to get buried 6 feet under.
So close here. Great Britain have one last chance to get the recontest in, but they have no ultimates to do it. It's going to be up to an opening pick from anybody on the team, or can they even touch?
No, I mean they can because they have the Genji.
Oh, actually, Backbone climbing through the window, and he gets
No, doesn't even matter.
So that's not a lot of time bought.
And they have the sim turrets on point during this, which just makes it even harder. Yeah, that was just a good first map by Finland. Like Finland came to play.
He's been able to earn for Great Britain.
What a first map. That was just good. Holy crap.
A decisive victory from Finland as well.
Flats, why does my internet keep going out? Bro, how would I know, my guy?
We've
Oh,
seen
excuse
that Great
me?
Britain want to use this composition.
Oh, did they check if
to try
the
to
cable's
completely
plugged into it?
surround Team
Yeah, is the cable
Finland.
plugged in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Means that
Did
need
you
to
check
be
his cable?
ultra-coordinated, you need to be
You check their cable?
communicating,
I don't know,
and
that's
that
what
was
I'm saying, check
something
your
that
cables.
sadly
Yeah,
Control
okay, Emongg, check your
just
cable.
doesn't
You gotta make
really
sure the
lend
cable's
itself
plugged in.
to
It's not
very
plugged
well.
in.
You get like 4 attempts maximum when you take a look at how fast those percentages
So
take
they
up,
like this
and
because
not
it
quite
looks
enough
like
time
the
for Great
Orisa
Britain
can
to really
engage
find their
this
bearings
really
and
early
make
on
sure that they can execute
in
those
comparison
game
to the Sigma.
plans,
Also, this
which
chair is
on
so
a
comfy.
map type
Dude,
like
I'm so
hybrid
happy to
is
be
way
back here,
Isn't this
dude.
comfy?
knowing that you do have time
Dude,
to
the
set up
second I
those
got back and I
defenses.
sat down, I was like, oh.
Dude, I can sink into this chair and I'm just vibing.
Yep.
While talking to chat. This is great.
Honestly, you know, because the camera's like, it cuts me off right here. I think I'm gonna put my feet up, because there's another seat right here to my right. I might just turn and just like.
Ooh! They did a TP strat, got a Hanzo pick, and then went in. What a strat!
Wait, that's so smart.
I know.
Get the heck out of there.
It's like when Flats used to try to go for the Widow pick on Rio, and he would do it like 18 times, and I think he
But I got it once.
got it once.
I got it once.
Yeah, and meanwhile, you hit the scoreboard, everybody else has 20 limbs, and Flats has 1.
If he can pinch from multiple sides, the Maywall from Finland is dropping Great Britain in the space
That was such a good pick. Oh, wow. And the thing is, they're not running the Bastion comp against that, too, so they're kind of taking away the opportunity for Great Britain to engage and disrupt their play.
Yeah.
So it's like such a smart way to do it, but they're also giving Kai time to do that, which is good.
Go in, touch it, touch, they see.
Oh, if I had the song right now, I'd play it.
Yeah.
The point just gets captured. Great Britain are caught in the middle of this point, and they're just going to get picked off one by one.
I'm surprised Great Britain isn't running the May, because I know that Backbone can run May well, too.
You mean Boneback?
Well, no, Boneback is if he's playing support.
No, I thought Boneback was when he's playing May.
No, Boneback is if he's playing support. Backbone is when he plays DPS.
Oh, I got it
Yeah.
backwards.
They cannot even try to recontest this bridge until Jakaru's back.
And the worst part about this, too, is that Finland has bought themselves so much time to take that high ground away from Great Britain. So you know exactly where Britain is going to try to come from, and it's going to be that one window.
Well, Finland are going to stop Great Britain from getting on this bridge. Here's the M Matrix right in Great Britain's face in the
I'm subbed, but I got ads refreshed. If you just subbed, it hasn't recognized it yet. So if you ever get ads when you're subbed, you have to refresh it. Because like sometimes Twitch doesn't like it hasn't processed since your last refresh.
It's the same thing if you resub and you don't have the purple button to hit and like say you resub, that you gotta do that too.
Yeah.
Also, great job here by Finland. Like
Vestola's playing crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean Vestola's a great tank. I mean like if Vestola had to play D.Va here, it'd be just as good.
Yeah.
And I think like it's interesting because I haven't seen Great Britain play the way you would want to play this comp yet. Because I think that's because they run the look at that. I like that sim. I mean that
Mail forces the fortify, and now he's killable after.
Yep, and it's just there to prevent and putting in the point. And the reason why they're committing so many ultimates, in case you're wondering, is because like in their mind they already got an early pick. So committing these ultimates to win the fight, they have plenty of time to build their ults after.
Yeah.
So you go for something like that at this point. Wait a second though.
The blade.
I cannot believe they held that.
Holy shit. Backbone blade go crazy.
That's why they're playing Genji right there.
Wait, he's literally killing everyone. Wait, he's actually killing everyone by himself.
Yep. Now they have a window too. This window advantage. Actually, no, it's window versus window. I wonder if Great Britain will actually play aggressive and just window. I mean, they can't though because they get underneath. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt if they get aggressive in the end window. I would not doubt it.
Way to be able to continue to buy themselves some breathing room as Finland are going to have to try to approach through these hallways, which leaves them more vulnerable to this amplification matrix.
Breathing room is all Great Britain needed, but now they want to suffocate.
Yeah, this is. They're trying to take an early fight with them because, like, but that's such a good. Wait, who is the what? The Overwatch is going on.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I just remember that I had a question mark for my thing on that.
That's why I thought they would aggress on them as soon as they could, right? Because if they don't aggress on them, then they're going to get windowed on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you look at the ultimates now, in theory, if Great Britain doesn't get aggressive here with Kai's ult, then Finland should win this. So it's going to be on Great Britain to make the play here and not try to like they have to make a play.
So Kai very smartly
or get an early pick, which when you have Kai, you can do
take
that.
Out Finland one by one.
So.
But here's where it starts to get a little bit more difficult.
Snackies!
Finland are just going to go underneath this car wash. They can block
what do you got?
Britain, and they also have this amplification matrix to push them back.
And as Great Britain were trying to drop, they get headshot. Finland.
Hang on, I gotta see it.
Them out. It's up to Kai with the overclock, but someone from Great Britain still has to live on the court.
Okay. I wanted to see what it looks like. Wait, these are all chicken sandwiches?
As we were saying, chat, there's just no way that
let's see what this looks like.
that Great Britain can be able to win, and also there's food delivery right now. So. Oh, look at the baby piece of pizza!
It's stuck to the roof.
It's stuck to the roof.
Which is so tough too, because
it's stuck to the roof.
Look at the little baby pizza! It's a little baby pizza!
But it's a pineapple. Hang on, this is the saddest pineapple pizza I've ever
What is this
seen.
little baby pizza?
First off, I need to detach it. Dude, wait a minute. That's a pineapple pizza. Bro, there's like 3 pieces.
Look, it's a baby pizza.
I'm not eating it. I'm not a pineapple on pizza type of guy. I'm just saying, Retro is going to have it. But I thought that was a funny looking thing. Also, holy shit,
anyway.
farm.
Backbone's caught out again.
Why is Backbone
You want to sit down? Or you want to sit?
way to help? He might have gotten AWOL'd in the lane,
Okay.
and now the rest of Great Britain got ahead.
How's it going?
Want chicken sandwich? There's 3 over here.
Honestly, I will have a chicken sandwich.
Take a chicken sandwich.
Thank you. Why is this the most unique?
I took one. You give that one to Emongg.
Do you feel this?
The box?
Yeah, what kind of box
it's
is
freaking
this?
me out a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I've never had a box like that. Oh, that is...
Hot take, pickles do not belong on chicken sandwiches.
Well, that is a hot take, I disagree. I think pickles are good on chicken sandwiches. They are.
I do not.
Also, great job by Great Britain right here. I'll eat this after. I'm gonna watch this.
I'm going to take a bite because it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I might have to take a bite here soon. But I'm just saying, like, little baby pizza.
Look at that. Funny Astro just really helping to maneuver this team of Great Britain around so that they weren't
well, first of all, the pickles doesn't belong on situation. The problem is that some people don't like pickles.
I don't like pickles.
That's my point. So, like, you're not going to like it on there because you don't like pickles.
Yeah, but I don't like pickles.
But if you like pickles, it can be on there. How can you...
Depending on how quickly they go, but they have ultimates to do that that, and that is so important right now, especially when that card is as close to the...
It's like, I don't like olives, right? But I understand why people like olives on their salads.
Really impactful.
I don't.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't either, but it doesn't mean if you don't like pickles, you're just going to be like, I don't want...
to really kick off this fight on a good note. As Vestol looks for a good group up, the May wall is called there by Cloud, and his Terra Surge.
Ooh. Pretty good lamp at that point, though. Nice. This is interesting. I think Finland should be able to grab this. They just have such an L pool. Oh, yup, rock. It missed, but I just wanted to say yup, rock. Oh! Woo!
59 seconds.
Vestol clutch.
Good news, I mean, not good news, but one thing for Great Britain there, though, is at least they got it under a minute. So for anybody understanding why we're saying that, if it's a minute or above, they would have no time if they capped, even if they capped. Now, if they finish with 0 seconds in overtime, they will get at least a minute to cap. So that 1 sec, that 2 second differential, oh, actually 1 second, that 1 second difference is huge. Is huge.
Finland are just really good at making Great Britain's ultimates look really useless. Like the fact that Great Britain had an ant major.
Oh, did I tell you by the way what happened with Frogger?
No. Great Britain using Overclock.
I'm gonna take a bite of this too.
Last fight, a Terra Surge, all 0 kills.
So,
which we know these Great Britain players are fantastic. We know they are all-star caliber.
Right, I told you, like, remember we were doing all the photos?
Finland, they just look like dead sticks in the water. Finland, you know, got stopped at some point, but
so,
still a respectable
I was taking photos of, like, left and right, like people come up, oh,
right,
can I ask
and
photos
especially though at least it's under 1 minute. It's like
Warren
1
comes
second
up.
under 1 minute, so
Warren
maybe
comes
that'll
up,
help,
says hi,
take a look at this, like,
and he offers to take a photo for somebody. So he takes a photo for them.
So
and then this other person comes out and goes, oh, hey, Flats, can I get a photo? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Maybe we need to see
and he goes, yeah, just fucking kidding, I don't want it. And I was like, oh, okay. But I heard the Aussie accent at the last second. I was like,
just a little bit earlier.
Wait. He goes, I'm just kidding, I'm Frogger. And I was like, you motherfucker.
Which has been so efficient and just really good at being able to.
I didn't know. I've never met Frogger IRL, so I hadn't seen him.
In a way that is more advantageous for Finland.
And it was this snowball, this avalanche that was created when Finland was taking off backbone. They got the point cap pretty much immediately. I wonder if Great Britain are a bit flustered from kind of these silly mistakes they're not really known for. But Funny Astro has backbones back no matter what happens. Down through the corridor, Finland's trying to boot them back. Ice block from Cloud. Masa will be able to escort him out. The May
Finland's playing so well right now.
Great Britain does isolate them, but they seem to be okay. There's multiple points.
I mean, of course Frogger's memeing. I'm not surprised by that.
Apparently, I'd never met Aspen before.
Really?
Yeah. Like actually at an event. Like we've always just never been at the same event.
Yeah, she's really nice.
Yeah, she's tiny though. We took a photo. She's like literally right here. I was like, you need to be careful. Like, don't go behind me. You'll die.
Great Britain's attack push.
This is Bastion from Sana was such a boon for them before, and Lucio versus Genji. Okay, we didn't respect the 1v1.
This is quite the 1v1 here.
Down. And Sana,
I gotta say, Finland's playing so well. Oh, broken keyboard. You see that?
No,
wait.
You can't do him like that.
That was a broken keyboard. I'm surprised we see a pause.
Just so much DPS so quickly, and I think Great Britain just don't have time to react.
They just don't have the sustain either. You have to rely on so many different cooldowns from Great Britain, especially because Jakaru doesn't have a shield. There isn't a whole lot of room for error in this composition that Great Britain is running, where you don't have this ability to like.
Well, that's why I'm curious if they're going to go to Sigma if they don't win this map.
Yeah, but this is a great
I love this off-angle window.
Yeah, they're all in on the Sigma.
Well, the thing is, they all in the Sigma, but they think the Bastion's going to go for that. Oh, this Bastion's actually taking a lot of damage, but yep, there you go.
Wow, what a hold, honestly.
Yep. And you'll notice with really, really good bat players, their ability to heal, and what? No, wait, Kai got 2 more. They should just regroup for a second.
They're able to move on
that's a Kai moment right there.
Yep. Well, that's what Kai is such a good hit scan player.
Yeah.
He's a good player in general.
So Jakaru gets a chance to make his way to point.
Yeah, this is actually a really smart disengage by Finland. So if you're wondering why they're backing up, it's because like it's not Great Britain will get back in time. So they're okay with giving him 1-2 ticks because if they can win this fight still, then that's worth it, right? So they've only given up 1 tick so far, and they're about to have May out, they have a Bastion out coming in, they have Sigma out. So like, it's a very winnable situation for them. Meanwhile, Kai's getting so many limps.
He's made these fights even remotely close, but he can't
I got to give credit to Finland too. They didn't even over-ult that.
1, 2, 3 picks.
Yeah, no,
like that's one of those
playing very disciplined.
Yeah, that's one of those situations you over-ult that. Like if I was Sigma right there, I would have easily got nobody in that.
Yep.
And then went like, wow.
Why would I just miss?
I mean, you wouldn't have your ult. So that's at that point.
They've got to do it here.
Oh, Sana is but the Dragon Blade wasn't pulled. Wasn't sure if he was going to get the dash reset off of it, but you have Finland exactly where you want them in a tiny corner with javelins and the rest of Great Britain.
Good job by Great Britain. And keep in mind, they don't have to beat their time. They have, if they finish this in every single time last fight, they still will have time on the clock.
They did, so Great Britain, they do sadly have just less time in the bank to be able to make this work. They're gonna try to push the advantage.
Finland's a little bit low in the ult advantage right now, so they have to get a really good window out of this or play aggressive on Great Britain to force their ultimates out.
Go ahead and
because a lot of the issue here is that like Great Britain has a lot of ults, they don't, so they just need to farm those ults out of them. And that's a good start. I mean, they went in there, they got an ult out. Like, that's pretty much what they're expecting. They're not going to be able to use their ults anytime soon.
That is what a tank should be doing. Jakar was giving his life for his team.
Oh, no, we do that ranked all the time as a tank.
What?
Oh, you just know, you're just going feed.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's my playstyle.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
built a career off feeding.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, but that's like just the playstyle now in general.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And with the matrix there from emongg, Finland will have to give up this bridge.
But do you see what I mean, though? Like, they went in there, played aggressive, and they baited out window, and they baited out Orisa. And if they didn't do that, there'd be 5 ults on Great Britain right now. So that's why it's smart to like at least force an early fight. So now they can at least, at the very worst, get out the rest of Great Britain's ults going into the third to kind of get like a soft reset on ults.
Yep.
Or they can win with their own ults right now, which they're going for, as you see with this window. Great Britain's committed to this fight. They're going to use everything to try to get this. But if I'm going to be honest with you, this was such a good like disengage by Finland that Great Britain went all in on that play. And look at Finland now, because they spent time building those ultimates, they have 2 more ults to go with that, and now they have the ult advantage. So like, as long as they don't go and feed, also the reason why they weren't getting the elim there was a stagger. That's why they're trying to just, that extra 15 seconds could really make a difference.
Yep.
So to take another attack, and they don't have anything in the bank right now. What they're closest to is the amplification matrix, the Terra Surge. Finland have ults to spare, and especially when you look at those large area of effects that both the Gravitic Flux and the Blizzard offer, they can finish the map here.
Rascal is doing a great job of marking backbone,
yep.
And if you get hit by an accretion when you're Genji, it's pretty much lights out.
I feel like Finland can disengage that window.
Takes in a lot of damage.
Yep.
The matrix and then the flux.
They kind of used the Sigma ult as a defensive out there. It wasn't meant to get any limbs. It was meant to disrupt their window. And now they can go in and oh, here it comes. They're expecting that now. You have to get through the deflect and the Orisa spin. And if you know how Orisa spin works, it will randomly eat your ultimates all day long.
They were able to withstand the Gravitic Flux, though. That Mortality Field is going to be back online, which could help you to save and grace with this Blizzard, especially when you start to run out of time. Becomes even more deadly.
Oh, and Kai finds the
pick, okay, that's exactly what they didn't have. This might be Great Britain's opportunity. Oh, no, but Masa gets the pick immediately. I cannot believe that. They're going to come back as Kiriko, giving up the window, which is a fine play. I think that this is going to go to Finland. Maybe? No.
Oh, never mind. Kai's dead.
Yep.
Winland.
And they went Kiriko, so they have everything back now.
Winland Pog.
Yep. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you. Finland's playing great. Like,
and going to match point.
Winland.
What impressive work moment.
Let's see what happens
they
here.
Had a tournament in August. And some of these players went like second, they went third. Just in minds, of course, taking that one, but they were still able to give it their all, and they've been in high levels of competition for a long time. So Finland, they look locked in.
All right, here we go.
Focused,
I'm ready.
And they want to be able to take this victory to be able to get to that semifinals.
Are they sticking with the Orisa?
They are. I mean, it could work on this map. I mean, it's just like,
I don't like it on this map.
Finland's unbreakable.
I don't even know what to play in this map.
Our first point right in the middle.
Yeah,
last chance for Great Britain, but this is where this Orisa may be having an easier time. These
first
are
point, yeah.
Closer quarters where that Orisa doesn't have to take as much pressure and as much bullying from Finland, but Finland are going to bring the bullying to them. The
the only thing that becomes an issue is that they need to create the off angle for Kai.
Any routes of escape.
And how do you go about that?
Is now unlocked. Finland doing a great job of holding this initial choke. Cycling that Sigma shield with the Mei wall to allow Vistola to regenerate that, but Great Britain don't want to let this capture go for
One thing I've noticed that's happening too,
They're still right there,
and it's not on Jakaru, is Jakaru's like almost at half HP
sure
even with gold.
Once
Once that gold is like gone, it's just a free limb. Not a free limb, but like it's a much easier limb.
Yep.
Now Jakaru is a lot more careful with his cooldowns, especially that javelin spin. That is your get out of jail.
Everybody needs the fortify nerf. It's only 5%. That 5% puts them at half health. So it's
already a sound barrier? How does that happen?
Like, Finland is just playing the way they want to. It's so cool to see.
Rounding this point over and over and managed to keep it.
I mean, you talk about how the sound barriers for Masa have been absolutely insane. They have been there for time and time again to help just mitigate these high impact ultimates coming out from Great Britain. The fact that Masa had that sound barrier online as one of the first ultimates in this map is so impressive. And he's been charging these up so quickly so that they are available whenever they need them.
Masa's feeling himself. He was bending the knee last map. And
so Kai does use ultimate here, but they ended up just counter with window.
He's always stopped. There's a Mei wall.
Ooh, but the combo, I like this because the lamp was used. This is going to give him a little bit of point control right now. Oh, and doesn't want to use beat yet.
They have to beat it though.
Yep, had to commit the beat.
Wait, he gets frozen though.
Oh, it's so tough.
Oh, that's not good. Wait,
they just used.
They're all in.
Oh.
Didn't really need that, but you know what? Hey, it gets to the point. That's honestly the win.
Yeah, but Great Britain just committed Blade.
Not look like they're having a good
no, I meant the Flux.
I know, but like they traded Blade anyway, so it ended up being worth it.
They know exactly what they need to do to be able to lock down this team fight.
There's a swap.
They even get a chance to actually get to the point first.
And I'm surprised they didn't do this a little bit sooner. It's not that like even Arista's bad in that situation. It's just like they needed to do a change of pace, and I've seen Jakaru play a good Sigma.
They don't have any ultimates in the bank either to be able to contend with Finland.
Okay, they can still win this 3-2.
Okay, let's go. Is this going to be the isolations, the win conditions? He's on his comfort pick. He knows he's being marked on the Genji. The artillery strike from Sauna. He's using
getting the lamp out's huge to begin with.
He gets the immortality out of Mei mode, and Great Britain now have to try to attack this point. Finland are on the point right now with Sauna unleashing DPS and Great Britain to now deal with Masa dropping now the second sound barrier, and Great Britain are just simply overwhelmed, and Finland will win yet another fight. Not without Great Britain having some picks at the very end. Maimon and Kai doing their best, but it's still Finland on top.
Damn,
Finland only had 2 players on the point right now.
So good.
Maybe Great Britain
Woodland
can come back.
Crazy.
Capitalize on this before those reinforcements get back
at
to
this
the
point, you're right. I mean, Finland's just playing so well.
Another choice that we have to talk about here is that Jakaru switched over to the Sigma. What a huge mix-up here for Great Britain to try to bring this composition back that proved so much success for them in that group stage. This is the composition that helped them have that flawless victory. Maybe it can get them back into this.
Amp Matrix versus Amp Matrix, but there's only one Bastion on this field. And Sauna's gonna let him know, but Great Britain weren't too much affected. Managed to hide away from it, and it's Kai's double kill along with just the team.
And see, it just seems like now they can kind of match that mirror a little bit better than before.
With the Mei?
This is it.
And the Sigma. They went over Arista.
Wondering maybe
they did go
Jakaru
Sigma,
just
actually.
wasn't feeling like he would be
that.
able to stand up to the Sigma versus Sigma from Vistola. But this looks way better from Great Britain. They look way more coordinated. They have more practice with this composition. And especially when Backbone gets a chance to play one of his signature heroes. Take a look at this. Kai forced to use the Ice Block.
He's lifted up by the Flux, and Kai
4v3 right now, though, and they did get the BAP, so like I wonder, I think Finland won't overcommit anything here.
Kai is hunting,
but there's a chance they can. No.
Wait, what? Limited heals, and Backbone feels the pain, and Sauna manages to escape with the Symmetra teleporter. You got the sound barrier from Funny Astro. That just might be enough time bought by Great Britain to fall back towards the point and see if they can win the poke war.
Wow, they're actually going in. They
Great Britain, though, they do have control of the point right now. They can afford to give up just a few percentages.
And the thing is that Great Britain has to give up the point there because they'll just feed in if they don't. Like, they have to wait.
They're trying to get into a position for Backbone to use.
They do have Mayo, so it really depends if they can get really good. Oh, yep, Rock. That's going to be a good Rock, yeah.
Eats the ult too. Yeah, that's the tilter.
We talked about it before. Overcommit and ults on Flashpoint is just like not as ideal. Yep, Rock.
That's the tilt right there.
And the thing is, like, if anybody wondering why Jakaro went in there, he had to.
Yeah.
That point would have been, they were committed to the point, but like.
has been so impressive on the Sigma.
And look at Finland's ult. They didn't even use it. Look at Finland's ult. They didn't even use an ult.
They use an ult and they got good spells.
They have 5 ults in a second. 5.
All these ultimates. You just flex over for a second. You see the Blizzard come through.
Oh, he ate the Blizzard too.
Yeah,
I know, as I'm saying, so nice. Like.
Jakaro just got completely surrounded.
Oh, and the worst part is that like Finland, that's that point. This point feels a little bit not as you have control of it. Like, oh wow, I got control of this point. Like, it's you have to back up a little bit to that back room.
Now the final chance.
But Finland can just, if Finland's smart here, they'll have ults the rest of the way.
Yeah.
That's fine though, because the reason why Finland's able to do this is they recognize that Great Britain was like basically no ult at the time after they overcommitted a little bit. So they're going to over-ult a little bit to gain that point control, especially in Flashpoint with those long spawns.
Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Great Britain right now need to
And that's
find
what
a
you're
way
seeing.
back into this one. And as you said, even though they might have to try to adjust on the fly,
Great Britain's going to start with a window, but I
so
think
tough
Masa will try to counterbeat it.
Flashpoint is as fast-paced as it is to be able to get your footing. And
Finland's
so
strategy
quickly
is
to have to
usually
make
counterbeat
those micro adjustments when this composition does play so differently. But
some turrets
Jakaro
don't
feels
play
way more
around.
confident in this. Knows that Funny Astro is behind him. They can play together as a team.
Good
and
start,
that's so important.
good aggression.
As soon as Great Britain tried to engage, they
Forced out the window. Masa's waiting on beat. Masa will beat this though.
And then the ice block from Backbone. Great Britain still managed to live. Finland are in
There it
trouble,
is.
but Masa counters the
Perfect
barrier
beat.
with his own. But it's
Perfect
Great Britain
beat.
with all the ultimates.
Oh, but the flank by Kai.
They gotta use a lot though.
Ooh!
2 kills, make it 3.
Yeah, but Great Britain had to use everything.
85 for Finland. That is
Like,
tough.
You can see kind of
here's
the
the thing, though,
relief coming through from Kai. Is
if
just,
Great
oh
Britain
my
can
goodness,
win
you
this
have
next
to be
team
able to
fight,
play
then they'll be fine.
flawlessly from here
But
on
Finland's
out,
going to
because
just kind of
Finland
take it
is
a
at
little bit
that
slower
sweet
for a
spot
second,
where if they
and they're
take
going to build up
control of
May
this
out
point back,
or window,
they get a chance
and then
to just
Great
win
Britain has
this match.
nothing
Great Britain,
to stop
no.
that.
They want the work cut out
Nothing
for
to
them
stop
once
that.
again. Finland don't have any ultimates though either. It's all about that race to that first one on the line.
Great Britain might not even be able to recontest.
Oh,
if they
what a
lose
play.
this too. Then takes up
What a
so
play.
fast, and Funny Astro is found so early.
That's
the teleporter
that's
Sonic catches him off guard.
didn't even give him a chance.
Stola leads the charge. He's the human bulldozer, and Great Britain are kept at bay. 87+%.
That's it. And they cap the point anyway before that. That's GG's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Finland played really well. Finland played really
I agree.
well.
No one expected a 3-0.
Nope.
No one expected a 3-0.
Finland.
What was good about that Finland play was they just went fast. They didn't even think about what they were doing. They just went boom, ready to go.
Finland made it further than the U.S. That's wild.
Yeah, Finland's been
Hey,
playing
happy
well.
for them though. They played
Exactly.
Honestly, they've had so much shit happen in the last couple months. Plus, like they just had they had hard groups.
Yeah.
They had the South Korea match the other day. Oh man.